Rushlang. So today I will be talking about few things. First one is the option. So Rush does not have a null data type. Here you can see that I have taken some example. I have created an own string, then I have created a character of array from it, and then I need to get this I think the sixth element from it. So array starts from 0, so 0 1 the so if you count from 0 it would be the fifth element. So on line 2, cars method, it converts string to an array of characters. Why did I make it mute? Because the below nth method on line 3 gives an error. I still not able to understand why the mute keyword is necessary given the a letter variable itself isn't changed. I think this is sort of a gotcha what makes a rush difficult to understand. There is another way to do this without making use of the mute keyword. Uh, so if you have to convert that characters to a vector array, not a vector array, a vector itself is an array. So vector, it is a mutable array in short, or if a list or collections if you are using Java. So it converts it. So if you call the collect method after the cars, it automatically converts to a vector, but you have to specify the type as well, because Rust automatically cannot infer the type. And after that you can calculate the sixth element. Here we are using collect. From what I have understood, collect converts it into a vector of array. A vector in Rust is just like a list in Java. I haven't dived into vectors yet, so things might be more clear in the future. So continuing with the options, which is the core thing which we are discussing in this video. So once you get a value in the nth variable, um, Rust, if you check the data type, it would give you an option of character, which it is telling you that there may be value, there might not be a value. So to check that, you have to use something called a sum and a none. So sum of this value, then I'm correct converting that character to a string if that value is present. If none, then I'm just creating a new own string and just printing no data. So the value received from nth is an option, so it can be a value or it can be a none. Use match keyword as about to handle the scenario. Next is iterator. I have defined an array over here. Now if I want to loop over that array, I can use dot iter method on that array and use a for loop, and for aircraft in array dot iter method. So yeah, you can do something like this. So next is borrowing. So I have touched on borrowing a few videos back, but the borrowing concept is little difficult. I'm still trying to grasp it, but I don't have a complete idea on it yet. Yeah, so I will be only telling things which I know. I don't want to pass on wrong information. So here is a simple example of borrowing which will give you a severe headache. I still don't understand it completely, but here it goes. So I have defined one own string which is in original, and I have defined another string, and the original value is passed into the next value. So if you try to print original after assigning it to next, you will get an error because original was assigned to next, and it cannot be used by println because it gets destroyed. To fix it, it is pretty simple. You simply borrow like below, like you can add the ampersand before the original. Now suppose I want to mutate original after borrowing, so I can change the program to something like this. So if you check, I have added a mute keyword, then I'm printing original, I'm printing next, now I'm mutating original, now I'm printing original. Up to this is fine, but as soon as you print next, it would give you an error because you are actually borrowing from original and again changing original back to something else. That you So for now I don't want to use the next. Once I have mutated original, there are other ways to get around it, like there is an ampersand mute, which haven't dived into yet, so I don't want to touch that. But also there is called something called dereferencing, where you point a star before next and you can mutate that value, and automatically original will also get mutated. We will be looking that in the future videos, but for now just note that if you mutate original you can't print next again, because you're changing original, and that somehow I don't like, I can make a sense of it, like why you can't print next, but technically I have difficulties explaining it. So yeah, uh, other things which I want to show you guys is, yeah, there is something called mute. I'm trying to stay away from it, as this in itself seems extremely challenging to me. I have asked this borrowing questions on the Discord channel of Rush, and I would like to share few of the screenshots on what answers I have got. Like, I don't fully understand them, but here it goes. So I have asked this question, and what I was asking them is that I want to change original again, but he said that you need to make the reference mutable, so I already did that. Okay, but he's telling that add ampersand mute, but after doing that I get another error saying cannot borrow original as mutable because it is also borrowed, blah blah blah, this. Okay, then our conversation went something like this. Okay, I did something like this what you told, then I was getting another error like cannot borrow original as immutable. So you can have a look at this, pause the video and have a look at this chat or discussion. Like, I couldn't make a sense of it, but yeah, just wanted to share with you guys. Yeah, this screenshot, and there is one more screenshot. Yeah, I guess that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.